In this video, I'm going to show you how you can update your BMW navigation maps for a very small outlay. Now, I've searched around and I've seen where people have taken their car in for a service, asked BMW to update the maps, and they're going to charge them a lot of money for this. So what I've found a site where you can officially get the mapping and something else you need, which I'll talk about in a minute, for a very, very small outlay. And this applies to many different iDrive navigation systems. So yes, I hear you saying you can maybe hunt around and maybe just find the maps free of charge that you can download from somewhere, but you will not be able to install them in your car. The reason being you need an FSC code, and you'll only get that from going to the correct site. So let me show you first of all where you need to go to get the updated mapping data. So this is a site you'll need to go to, OEM Navigations. I'll stick a link below in the description so you can click straight through to it. And look at this, uses BMW i8 on his front page. Well done. If you scroll down now, we can go to the BMW part. Now this is where we need to find some information from the car, because here you've got many different types of mapping that you can have on your car. So you need to go into your car and find out which mapping you have at this moment. Let me show you how to do that. So using the iDrive controller, you can go directly to Nav and then press Options. If we scroll down, we can find Navigation System Version. And there we go. So that tells me this is the next version, and it's from 2017, so it's quite an old map. That's probably the original map when the car was built. So it's the -2, so it's the second part of 2017. So now we know which nav version we need, we can go back to the screen and download the one that we want. So this is the map updates page. Again, I'll drop a link below so you can go directly to this. And if you scroll down, so my car uses the next navigation, and this is the map update, which includes the FSC code as well. So I'll click on this. And look at the price up, just £19.99. Now I'm not affiliated with these, so I'm not getting anything from this, but I found this is one of the cheapest places to get it. So in here, you just enter the last 7 of your VIN, stick here the region you need, which is mine, Europe West. And now you can go for a one-time FSC code, or you can go for a lifetime FSC code. I'm just going for the one time, because I'm probably not going to update these that often. So now we check compatibility. It goes off, uses your VIN and says, yep, this is the right one for you. So now add to cart. Now I've already bought this because I've already done this job, obviously, so I could film it for you guys. But there, you just check that out. What you'll then get is an email like this. And you can see this email now gives you your FSC code. It says which map you've bought from them, and it gives you that unique download link to go get the map that you have just bought. Also, it gives you a link to instructions of how to install these maps. So firstly, what we want to do is go click on that download link and download the maps to my computer. So clicking on that link will take you to a screen like this, and you can then just highlight on the left with a tick and then just click the download and watch this download to your computer. So when this has downloaded, you need to make sure you've got the unarchiver or something that can read the RAR file to actually extract all of the information from this archive. On my system, I have got Unarchiver here, so I can just open that with the Unarchiver app, which then pops up and says the file is encrypted. But if you clicked on the instructions will tell you that the password is www.oemnavigations.com. So I'm going to put that in there like that and OK that. We then wait for the Unarchiver to do its thing. So when the extraction's finished, you can see you've got a folder here with all your map information in it like that. What you then need to do is go get hold of a 64GB memory stick. Now, what I found when I first tried to extract this onto the memory stick, it would not fit on a 32. And a 64 is the maximum that you can use on this old BMW. It won't recognise any memory sticks bigger than that. So make sure you get a 64GB. We then need to right click on it and go to Erase Disk and choose the MS-DOS brackets FAT file format. It doesn't matter what the name is called, you can leave it whatever you like, and then hit Erase. Now what may happen here, you'll get the fail. If that happens, just OK that. You'll need to go to Apps and choose Disk Utility, which will fire this up. Make sure you're not on that one, you want to be on this one down here. and you can then go to erase and do the same again, but change this to MS-DOS FAT and erase. This should then finish successfully, and we've now got a FAT32 64GB disk. You can then check that by right clicking here and get info. That will now show you MS-DOS FAT32 64GB memory card. So we are now ready to go. Next step. So now we go back to where all of the files are extracted. Do not drag and drop this onto your memory stick. It cannot have that top level map. Go inside that map and select everything here and drag that onto your memory stick. Now sit back and let that complete. Once the copy is completed successfully, then you need to click on the USB drive itself to bring up the list of files and folders in it, and then use Shift, Command and Dot. That will then turn on the hidden files. You then need to select these two files, right click and move to bin. The BMW doesn't like these hidden files. So once you've done that, you can then eject this off your system, and we can now head to the car and plug it in. Now I've got to admit guys, this did not work for me, and what I needed to do in the end is I had to go onto a Windows computer and just do all that same thing on a Windows computer, because I missed off one step. Let me just show you on the OEM Navigation instruction website what it tells you. So this is their instruction webpage, and if you scroll down to the bottom, it's everything I've told you to do here. Then when you get down, right down to the bottom here, it then says that the Mac file system will leave some invisible ghost files on the USB drive during the copying process. Well, I thought we'd deleted those, but I can't find any other ghost or hidden files on there, but there must be something that the BMW does not like. Now what they're saying here is that you can download an app called Blue Harvest. I think you got to pay up front for it. I did have a quick look, and yeah, I think you need to pay for it to be of any use to you. But it does says it will exterminate all these unnecessary desktop files, etc. that come. Now, I haven't tried that. You can go ahead, buy this, try it, see if that works. For me, all I did was I just went back onto a Windows computer, did exactly what I've just told you on there, and I then plugged that in the car, and it all worked. Let me show you. Now we've got the memory stick fully loaded up, let's go install it in the car. But first of all, what you must do on a car like this, we need to plug it in, because this is going to take possibly an hour, and we don't want that battery to go flat, because that could corrupt your navigation system. So let's plug this in onto charge so we know we've got a full battery. Yes, I know the little piece of code there has broken. I've ordered that. That's just a few pound. That's coming in the post to fix my cap. Right, let's get into the car and carry on this update. So first of all, let's turn the car on to initialise the navigation system. Now we need to go to the navigation menu from the iDrive selector. And then we need to open this cover up to give us access to the USB port, which is in there. So what we have to do now is plug this USB stick into the slot in the centre console. And you'll see now the car has recognised it and it says start update. So again, all we need to do is from the iDrive controller is press the button. And now I enter my FSC code that was supplied with my update. So once we've got the FSC code in, we press the OK button. And fingers crossed, off she goes to do the update. Now this is going to take approximately 45 minutes to an hour. So what I'll do, I'll let this run. I'll come back to you when it gets near to the end. And that's it. So you can see from that screen that it's actually finished. So what we're going to do is now we'll go back on the screen and we'll use the iDrive controller. And we'll just go check what version we are running at the moment. So using the iDrive controller, we just OK that screen there now. Now we go back into options, go down to the bottom and OK for the system version. And there we go. We've got Europe West Next 2025. Don't forget to remove the USB drive from out of the socket. And it's as simple as that. That's the update complete. Have fun doing this on your car, guys. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy this, don't forget to give me the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Till next time, stay safe.